If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Let's take a little breather from all the stuff going on in the world and remember that these people are continuing to program the masses, not just about magic potions that they want put inside you, but magic in general, the occult practices, Satanism, witchcraft. Yeah. And it's not just something like this, which I'm going to show you, which I do every time it comes out because the trailer's always filled with occult rituals and things like that they're normalizing from American Horror Story. And some people might say, well, Cole, it's a horror movie. Of course they're going to show you that stuff. They show you the same stuff in Disney. They show you the same stuff when the witches in the Disney movies are performing satanic rituals and spells. Oh, right, because it's a cartoon. Oh, what's the difference They just all seem to happen to love magic. Now, the apparently American Horror Story, which I've covered, they've had the seasons with witches, all types of occult stuff, and of course inside of the show, normalizing things that I expose here, which I happen to expose here, and then the show happens to just show that type of stuff, which is just showing you that it's dead right on the money, including, witches and how they use the blood for the, to de-wrinkle and all that stuff, and then they normalize the vampire facial, they show the witches in the show. To the season with the Antichrist and showing the satanic ritual involving children. It's all made up. It's all make believe. They do the the bathing in the bathtub filled with blood, which is the baptism. But let's just look at some of the stuff from the trailer here, because of course we get Satan. Because why? What else is he up to? I mean, Satan's really collecting big time royalty checks these days.
It's a cinematic experience.
Don't run!
Most of them not very nice.
We're concerned about the effect of violent content on our society.
I mean, he's in everything. I just showed him, Satan recently. He's doing commercials for Match.com. He's doing, if you want to market something in today's world, the top protagonist character that they bring out is clearly Satan. Ryan Reynolds dressed as Satan, or even get Baphomet in all these shows. You got him in the cornfield, chopping the corn, the hay, I should say. The wheat from the tare, separating the wheat from the tare. Yeah, all this stuff that they reference using Satan, Baphomet. Here you have Satan, of course. He looks like he's been working out. He's really shredded. He's been going to Gold's, or maybe he's going to Planet Fitness. Not sure these days. But there he is in the window, because, of course, you have a character here. You see the sigil on the floor performing a ritual. They constantly show this stuff and normalize this stuff. They want to tell you it's make-believe. They show you it over and over, because this is what actual practicing witches do. They sit around like losers around their little circle here, and they cast spells, their protection circle. And no, it's not just spells I don't know if you've seen witches. I mean, you can go on Twitter or somewhere and just type in witches, and a lot of their profiles pop up. Whew! I mean, I guess it's not hard to figure out why a lot of witches turn to Satan. Faces like those. I mean, yeah, I guess they have a reason to be angry with God. Oh, I'm just kidding. But they are really ugly. Yeah. So it's a common thing they all have, it's a thing they all have in common. And of course, we always see like magic potions and, like the Boy to Like You, like the Craft, or like Little Mix does with their black magic song. Well, here this witch is summoning demons. You can see the sigil inside the circle. I was going to look up the meaning of the sigil, but I figured, why would I even indoctrinate you with the sigil? It's a satanic sigil. So let's just say that this sigil in particular means gay, because it's gay and witchcraft's gay. It's very cheerful. So she's doing the spell casting here, summoning spirits. And then what they've done with the show now is they're trying to make it like Black Mirror, where each episode apparently is going to have its own type of plot. So each episode's like a little movie. So they show you a bunch of stuff in here without really telling you the plot, but they give some stuff away. So let's look. So of course we have Satan. And what do we have? We have witches. We have witches holding hands in their ritual circle, being embarrassments. And then we get Santa Claus. People will be like, oh, and Santa's in there with an axe. That's interesting. That sounds like it's going to be a real good time. Well, they don't even realize that Santa is an interpretation of Satan. And they go, oh, that's just crazy conspiracy talk. Oh, what do you think the whole character of Santa's based off of? You mean Nimrod? That's right. Nimrod, carrying the tree there, Nimrod. Yeah, Satan, Santa, the letters, you got the mix there? Sure thing. Yeah, so Nimrod's even making a cameo on this season's American Horror Story. Then you get, well, a lot of eyebrows. I mean, balls. See what I did there? You get a lot of eyeballs. They show you eyes. A woman with an eye patch. I guess she must have been hanging out with Madonna. They were poking each other's eyes with sticks. The celebrities love to use the eye patch constantly in their photography, another way of showing the all-seeing eye symbolism. Of course, the Bible speaks about the eye being the lamp of the body. In Matthew chapter 6, verse 22, the eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are good, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? The darkness these people have is beyond darkness. They're not human. They're not of this earth, these people who practice these types of witchcraft, this type of witchcraft, and are parts of these occult secret society groups. The things they do in darkness, you couldn't possibly fathom or imagine. We just touched the surface on this channel, and other people do as well, but no one's in there. You can't even imagine just the disgusting acts, which I'll leave it at that. So you see the all-seeing eye symbolism. They almost do like a thing like The Ring, right, where they're telling you to turn away from, don't look, don't watch, and everyone becomes possessed or horrified. And then you get this, which is a great little spoof that they throw in there with Al Gore's wife, talking about how Satanism in the movies and and they're brainwashing people and all this stuff, which is exactly true. But they show characters like this who are over the top. This is part of how the evangelical movement was created by the CIA, to do stuff like this, not because they were trying to warn or care. And it worked perfectly for this time period because everybody laughs at everything. So they see stuff like this, they're automatically desensitized. So when they see something like that, like Al Gore's wife, some idiot who probably watches the show who's heard of me will probably think of me. And they'll be like, oh, it sounds like a call for an uprising. They think that the crazy, there's witchcraft and all this stuff, and the TV shows are polluting the minds. Meanwhile, the whole show is about summoning demons, demonic possession, Lucifer. I mean, you can't make it up. It's right in front of them, but they'll still deny that it's actually going on because they love these shows. So Satan appears. Nimrod appears. What a surprise. Witches, witchcraft, all over the place. You even get bird cages thrown in there. You might remember I've covered bird cages. It's a MK Ultra symbol. You always see celebrities locked in bird cages, specifically female celebrities for the most part. You see Shakira, Taylor Swift, Britney Spears. This is another form of being trapped in a prison of the mind. That's what the bird cage symbolizes. They always use that. I haven't talked about it recently a lot because I haven't seen it as much as I used to see it. Compared to, the black and white symbolism and all the other symbols and signs I expose. But they even show you this. They have the demon inside of the cage. And, of course, you get the serpent. You get a serpent in there, right? Why wouldn't you? I mean, they all just love snakes, too. Eyeballs and snakes. It has nothing to do with the Bible. They're always talking about it. Every single day, every second of every day, all these TV shows, all these musicians are referencing it, yet everybody thinks it's fantasy and it's fake, and they think people like me and you are crazy and we're over-the-top Christians, and because they don't want to wake up from the spell. They enjoy it. They enjoy being mesmerized by this garbage. And then they think, well, nothing's happening to me by watching it. I'm not becoming possessed. I'm not turning into a Satanist. They don't realize that the way they act and behave is all engineered from these shows and these celebrities. And they're showing you that that's what they're doing to you, that they're indoctrinating you with Satanism and occult practices, the do without will mindset, all of it. So American Horror Story, which is just, I mean, of course, someone's going to be like, well, no crap, Call. It's in there's satanic stuff in American Horror Story. Okay. The repetition is constantly there. This is another way to shoot, right after the young kids out there, the young teens. Obviously not young people are probably not watching this, but who even knows these days what parents let their kids watch. but even just teenagers who were watching it, they think, oh, it's a good scare. Well, why is every plot always the same? We got vampires, we got witches, we got Satan, we have these rituals where they summon spirits. They're constantly showing you the eyeball, they're constantly showing you serpents, they're constantly showing you pyramids, and everybody thinks this stuff is fake. Couldn't be more real, and we couldn't be in a more insane time period because people defend stuff like this because it's their favorite show, and it's, it's really unbelievable. So American Horror Story, folks, not a surprise, obviously, but I needed to cover it, and obviously it's a little change of pace from the other stuff. Obviously, like I said, too, Satan these days is getting tons of royalty checks. He's appearing in almost everything. Ripped with his abs. He's all muscular. The ladies must love him, too. I mean, the witches do. But then again, poor Satan, he's got to look at some of the women that worship him. Whew. Talk about Buzz's girlfriend. You seen some of these women who are in the occult other than the witches, the Satanists? Oh, man. Oh, man. Hope Satan's got beer goggles or something. There's some rough-looking women. Oh, yikes. Anyway, folks, reminder, check out the website at callfornuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. If you aren't a subscriber, please consider becoming one. It is well worth it. Share your information and everything that's going on over there. You don't have to worry about censorship or anything else. I want to thank the Patreons because it keeps me here on YouTube. And a reminder to subscribe to my other channels in case I get a strike. Obviously, I've been covering the one-niner the entire time it's been going on, but those seem to always, you don't even know how to get around the strikes on those. They just decide to give you one-for-one video where you don't even mention anything. And then another one they won't, and then it's just, you never know you're going to wake up with some strikes. So make sure you're sub to my other channels if you like the daily content. And, of course, sub to the website. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you so much. God bless you and your families.